What's going on, everyone? This is Respawn Sam. Today we're testing the RTX 5060 on God of War Ragnarok on PC. We'll go through low, medium, high, and ultra settings. Only real gameplay feel, visuals, and immersion. Let's step into the 9 realms with Kratos and Atreus. Starting with low settings, this is the most stripped-down visual version of God of War Ragnarok on the RTX 5060. From the moment Kratos enters the world, it's clear that the game is prioritizing functionality over presentation. The environments are recognizable but simplified. Snow, stone, wood, and ruins are all present, but without the depth and texture that give the world its cinematic identity. Textures across the environment are flat. Snow lacks layering, rocks look smooth, and surfaces don't react strongly to light. Shadows are minimal and soft, which makes the world feel brighter but also less grounded. Lighting exists mainly to illuminate the scene, not to create mood. Fire, torches, and sunlight don't add much drama or atmosphere. Kratos himself still looks powerful but simplified. His armor lacks fine detail. Scars are less visible, and facial features feel flatter. Atreus' clothing and expressions are also toned down. Emotional story moments still work narratively, but visually they don't hit as hard, where low settings truly shine as clarity. Combat is extremely readable. Enemy attacks are easy to track, axe swings are clean, and shield blocks are obvious. There's very little visual noise, so your focus stays entirely on timing and positioning. During intense fights, the screen never feels overwhelming. Atreus' arrows and abilities are easy to see. Parry windows feel clear, and boss fights feel controlled rather than chaotic. Traversal is also very clean. Climbing, exploring, and navigating tight areas feels predictable and smooth. The downside is immersion. God of War Ragnarok is meant to feel heavy, dangerous, and cinematic, and low settings remove much of that identity. The realms feel quieter and less alive. Low settings are ideal for pure gameplay focus, but they don't represent the game at its best. Moving up to medium settings, the game immediately feels more complete and intentional. This is where God of War Ragnarok starts looking like the experience most players expect. Textures gain depth, surfaces react more naturally to light, and environments feel layered instead of flat. Snow now shows variation and thickness. Rocks feel rough and aged. Wooden structures look weathered rather than smooth. Shadows return with proper depth, grounding characters and objects in the world. Lighting improves significantly, with sunlight and fire sources adding subtle atmosphere. Kratos' armor shows more textured detail and material separation. His movements feel heavier because the visuals support his weight. Atreus looks more expressive, both during exploration and in story moments. His presence beside Kratos feels more natural and visually reinforced. Combat at medium settings feels more impactful. Axe hits carry more visual weight, enemy attacks feel more threatening, and Atreus' support abilities stand out better. Teamwork between father and son becomes clearer, because visuals enhance the action instead of flattening it. Environmental storytelling becomes more noticeable. Ruins feel ancient for a reason. Frozen landscapes feel harsh and dangerous. The world starts telling its story visually, not just through dialogue. Traversal becomes more immersive as well. Moving through Midgard or Svartalfheim feels atmospheric. Distant landscapes retain detail longer, giving a stronger sense of scale and place. Medium settings offer true balance. You gain immersion without sacrificing clarity. FPS stability feels consistent, and the RTX 5060 handles this preset comfortably, making it ideal for long play sessions. Stepping into high settings, God of War Ragnarok becomes properly cinematic. This is where the artistic vision of the game fully comes alive on the RTX 5060. Textures are sharp and detailed across the board. Snow looks layered and realistic. Stone surfaces show cracks and erosion and what appears aged and worn. Lighting is a major upgrade here. Shadows move dynamically, fire glows naturally, and environmental lighting shifts depending on Kratos' position. The world feels reactive and alive. Every step feels heavier, every movement more deliberate. Kratos looks intimidating at high settings. Armor detail, facial features, and animations feel more realistic. Atreus feels more emotionally present, and his expressions carry more weight during conversations and story moments. Combat becomes intense and dramatic. Runic attacks light up the screen, enemy abilities feel powerful, and battles feel cinematic without becoming unreadable. Atreus' role is more visually defined, making combat feel cooperative and strategic. Boss fights truly shine at this preset. Each enemy feels larger and more dangerous. Lighting, effects, and environmental reactions all combine to increase tension. Emotional moments between Kratos and Atreus hit harder because the visuals fully support the narrative. Traversal feels epic. Crossing large areas, climbing structures, and exploring ruins feels grand in scale. Distant environments look impressive, reinforcing the size and danger of the 9 realms. High settings are ideal if you want cinematic immersion without going all the way to Ultra. The RTX 5060 delivers a confident and satisfying experience here. Finally, Ultra settings represent the full visual showcase of God of War Ragnarok on the RTX 5060. This is a game at its most impressive and immersive. Everything is pushed to the highest level. Textures are extremely detailed. Snow reflects light naturally. Stone surfaces show intricate patterns, and metal materials shine realistically. The world feels dense, layered, and alive, with detail visible in every direction. Lighting is rich and dramatic. Shadows are deep and accurate. Fire effects glow with intensity. Environmental lighting creates cinematic framing almost everywhere, making exploration and combat feel like movie scenes. Kratos looks incredible. Every scar, armor plate, and muscle detail is visible. Atreus feels fully realized as a character, with expressive animations and strong visual presence. Their relationship feels heavier because the visuals carry emotional weight. Combat at Ultra is visually explosive. Axe throws, runic attacks, and enemy abilities create powerful moments. The screen is busier, but still readable. Boss fights feel massive and cinematic, with the environment reacting to every action. Story moments shine the most here. Conversations between Kratos and Atreus feel emotionally stronger. Cutscenes look like high-quality film sequences, and the world fully supports the narrative tone. Ultra settings are about immersion and spectacle. This preset is for players who want the absolute best visual presentation and are willing to push visual quality to its limits. The RTX 5060 works harder here, but the payoff is breathtaking. That was RTX 5060 tested on God of War Ragnarok across all major graphic settings. If this helped you, like the video and subscribe to Respawn Sam for more honest GPU and gaming tests. Comment below and tell me which game you want next. I'll see you in the next one.